the beach episode is a classic anime trope of being able to draw your favourite characters in swimsuits, or heavy plot development. Often I've noticed they're either the best or the worst episodes of the various shows. In this case, though, I'm just doing this because it's easier than drawing characters' clothes, full clothes, when I'm trying to get their proportions correct, because I'm trying to work out their proportions with each other. We have my current character selection for my game that I'm working on. Now, you can see there's not much consistency because what I did them with different digital pens and stuff. So, yeah, I'm probably going to need to redo them to have some level of art style consistency. I think this one, I drew him using Photoshop at college, and then most of the other ones are ones I did at home using Critter, my preferred digital art tool. So, but that's not what we're doing today. Today I just want to draw them in, just like, having fun. I need more excuses to draw them, but I was going to say the outfits are really complicated. They're not. They have quite simple outfits, but I've got them arranged here vaguely in scale. Blue showing through there, that's not good. And then, of course, we have, as what happens everywhere, it happens with his sprite as well. Garyad's hat has been chopped off. I don't know if I'm going to make that officially part of the design, it just seems to keep happening. There's never space for the top of his hat. Oh, how do I begin drawing? Oh, it's weird because I'm not drawing from a physical sketch. This is strange. Kind of huge. So I want something like this, stock image here, but like with my characters. I'm quite happy how he's lined up actually, because with the layering, I realise I draw them a lot with outstretched hands, so it already kind of looks like that, to be honest. I'll start with you. This character doesn't actually have a name yet, unfortunately. I'm still working on that. I'm not good with creating names because I'm not. I don't really know if there's a specific reason. I'm just not very good at it. Okay, so here's one that's more outwardly reserved. So I guess something possibly like. I think, yeah, the posing may end up being a bit flat because, again, that's. Oh my goodness! Okay, hang on, that pen's really thick. Okay, so this one, he's kind of. He's supposed to be a little bit stockier than some of them, but not the biggest. Let's try and add some posing. I think drawings are good. Once again, I've cut off the feet. It's because they're really hard to draw. Okay, there should be space. Also, it's just kind of, I guess it's kind of proportioned, also just kind of working out the character's physique, because you can't really see it with the full clothing, and I'm trying to map that out just because then it'll make it easier. Be easier to map that out sooner, and then I can do further designs based on that, Unfortunately, I don't really know how to draw, but I will hopefully figure it out. Okay, I am on a paint layer, that's good. Alright, I thought it was going to be pretty linked. So the good thing is I can move this around or shrink it, or possibly make the canvas bigger. Might be a better idea. Now, not really sure what this hand will be doing. I mean, I think he's the sort that would take a book to the beach. So I might have him holding one of them. If I can work out how to do that. This is just a placeholder book, alright? This is just a placeholder to remind myself what I'm doing. It's not going to stay like that, because, yeah. Why do I always manage to make the elbow bend the wrong way? Like, this would be perfect if it's walking away. That wasn't what I was intending to do. Okay, we can do kind of like that, but like a slightly less enthusiastic wave. Not because he doesn't care, but just, you know, he doesn't show it as much outwardly. Oh, now I'm... Okay. There we go. And then... vague anatomy. Does that sort of make sense? I've tried to include proper leg proportions this time, whereas I have an unfortunate reputation for having the legs all be thigh and then like tiny shins, and I've kind of got that there, but I've cut off most of that, so yeah. Alright. Let's oh, I need to try and get the face shape down. That's not something I'm good at. Because it either ends up too round or like this, where it's a bit troll face. Since we're just kind of going for like design practice, I might just go with a very flat angle. It's difficult though, because sometimes the flat angles just don't look as good, but usually they don't look as good. But it's difficult because I'm bad at doing dynamic angles, so it's like, is it better if I draw a better flat angle or draw a worse dynamic angle? Actually, no, I'm going to put the arm down. I don't think it's going to be waving. I think that's... I can just rub out all of this. I quite appreciate being able to rub stuff out like this infinitely on a digital canvas without going through the paper. I have in the past worn through the paper rubbing this stuff out. Gosh, this hand down here. Yeah, no, I've experimenting with different makeup. So a lot of the lipstick came off when I was leaving lipstick stains on everything. I was drinking and stuff. It sounded like I was drinking loads of things, but I was like, oh, is this much meant to come off? But it's good. I had it for a while, but I haven't actually experimented with it. So yeah, so I accidentally got a really good inverted elbow. Ah, thank you. Okay, I just gonna like. Oh no, that's worse. Okay, so we've got this, and then yeah, this arm is a bit off, but yeah, I'll come back to that. I will fix that afterwards. I'm just trying to get just some things in so that it's... Oh, that's the rubber. So you've got the flat. I don't want to look too square is the thing. It's like his hair's a bit kind of square, but I don't want it to look too square. And of course it's gonna look a... Oh, do I try to think about how... So I should probably finish more of my thoughts. Okay, so here goes that down to here. Might got a little exaggerated. A little much. Again, it's difficult because I need to know the scale of everything to draw each part, but I don't know the scale of each part without drawing each part. Like, if that makes any sense, I don't think it does, but and sometimes like one line can really change everything. Get rid of this guideline here. Yeah, okay. It's still looking a little bit poofier than it did before. I might need to scale that back a little bit. But it's that kind of thing. There's another issue I have when I'm drawing. Sometimes I draw the same character over and they look completely different. Oh, there we go. That's better. A little bit more of like an inward curve. Oh, I got rid of it. Oh, never mind. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I need to sort this arm. Something about the curvature of it went strange because it sort of went like inverted. There we go. There we go. That's better. And so I think because my thing for this character is that epic clickbait. These aren't like real boobs. These are like pet slimes that he puts down his shirt like that. So I think I want to have them, because I like the idea of them going wild on the beach and around. He's just kind of sitting there, the book, because that seems the sort of thing I would like to. I'm running into the same issues before. I was going to say I'll give him a hat, but I don't know if I have space for a hat. Oh, vaguely a shape. I think these proportions have gone a bit weird, but they were always kind of going to a bit. I'm not very good at drawing. Yeah, he's ended up a bit pudgier than I had initially intended. Let's just change this part. It looks just like me. But yeah, I wanted him to be a little kind of softer looking than some of them, because he's meant to be kind of male mother kind of thing. So, you know. Someone cosplayed your OC. Oh, that's really cool. I could do it at some point. Like, well, it would be fun. I need to finalise some of the designs a bit more, but that is a fun idea. gonna... let's do the face. Now, I feel like he is the sort that would have sunglasses on the beach. So, I guess I will sort of do like the outline of the eyes, how I do them. Kind of roughly, and then... Oh no, it's looking up. Hold on. It's gone a bit wrong. Okay, so I'm going to do the, yeah, even though I think sunglasses might technically break the technology level of the fiction, it's like this Genshin Impact thing where they have sunglasses, and it's like that somehow feels more unrealistic than the muskets. And I guess maybe it is. I'm not sure when sunglasses were first invented. It's kind of working. In fact, a pen feels weirdly large that I'm working with. And also, I'm not really sure if I've drawn sunglasses before. Yeah, I think like that, and I would like... no, the problem is the top's going to be getting cut off. I would quite like one of those, like... it's not quite it, but you get the vision. One of those, like, big round hats. Hang on, let's... I suppose it'll need to cover up some of... Now I've clicked something wrong. I'm sort of failing at drawing this type of hat that I'm trying to draw. I perhaps should have studied it a little more. I guess this sort of does the job. Okay, now is tidy it up and add some colour. Yes, like that sort of hat. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the sort of hat I'm trying to do, but I've never actually drawn one before. Oh, I'm on the wrong paint layer. Yeah, no, that kind of hat. Yeah, I feel like his proportions have ended up weird. Okay, he's bigger hat. A wider hat. Then I need to finally sort out this hand and the book. The hips match the hat is all set. There's a character for you which I will be doing probably next, who I did give rather generous hips. We'll get to him next. I have to remember that the wrists are also something I'm rather bad at drawing. That's on a different paint layer. There we go. The hat and the book I think are on the same paint layer now. That could be an issue, but I suppose I can probably meld them. I'm not sure really. I mean, when I paint my nails, I tend to just do the blue and pink, but those are just the ones I have. I tend to do one colour at a time. I'm not the most interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, let's so on this handout here, because he's just like only sort of paying attention, but just like, you know, if the slimes want head pats to, you know, his hand sticking out like that. But it sort of also looks like he's basketballing them, and that's quite fun as well. Right. I think I need to sort out some of the bits like here. Some of the lines have got a bit scratchy, which, yeah, does seem to happen a lot. I'm still not sure if I'm using a right sort of pen, like digital pen, for this kind of thing, but nope, no. I'm not taking his top off. That would be rude. I'll just add some basic colours and go from there. Oh, and I have just noticed the gaps. It's always now I notice the gaps when I start trying to fill things in. I probably shouldn't use the fill tool to fill things. I probably do it all by hand, but that would take a very long time and I'd miss loads more bits. Have it kind of themed around its outfit. Hang on, am I on the right? Oh goodness! Let's go check if I was on the right layer. Because yeah, okay. I wanted to avoid that. I see the issue. Okay. Got things started a bit. Then yeah, that's the back of his hair. Then that will be the hat. So I want to make that kind of. Oh, I'm finding colours is not something I'm good at. No, because that looks like it's made out of skin then. No, this is it's all looking. Oh no. I need like a straw hat colour. Ah yeah, okay, hang on. That's more obvious. We'll give it light blue. Okay, then we need to do the shading next, as well as clean up some of these bits again. Okay, so I'm going to like. I think the pen always leaves like weird edges on things. I also end up with weird bits showing through at the background. I want to adjust some of this a little bit, because I want to keep some of this kind of effect, because I quite like it, because it looks like they're a bit reflective. But then I need to touch up everything else to make sure that it's clear that that part's intentional, and that it's not just that I phoned it in. Like this, but like a bit darker. Like around here. And then, hang on, if we're a bit even darker for the edge. There we go. That's the sort of thing we need. Oh, why does the wind have to howl like that? It's not that windy. It just tries to blow my door open from the inside somehow. Because whoever built my room decided it'd be good if it was built as a wind tunnel. So yeah, it's either have the window closed, or yeah, be in the wind tunnel. Okay, I think the perspective on this sort of works. Will this make it better or worse? No, that makes it better. Okay, that makes it better. I mean, it sort of looks a bit like a UFO still, but yeah, we aren't really here for the hat. Maybe some shading, like this at the back, would help. Oh, let's make the entire thing. Okay, now that does look pretty good, actually. I quite like that. I don't know... Oh, come on. Paint's leaking through, like, 2 pixels. Okay, you know what? I'm trying to add shading to things, because it's amazing the difference it makes. Don't mind me. Okay. Alright, we need to... Let's try and shade some skin tones slightly. Just like for the neck and stuff, because I found that can actually quite drastically improve things. And then... Oh, that's orange. To add like... collarbones. Okay. It doesn't look as clean as this one, but I think this one maybe looks so clean because I had the Photoshop stabilizer. And I have also forgotten the marking on the back of his hand. That's quite important to his lore. I can't forget that. There we go. You can't really see it on this one because book, but we'll make the book purple because why not? The purple book. Because yeah, it's amazing the difference that a little bit of shading makes. Let's just come up there because it looks like he's wearing stuff underneath his bikini, which would be strange. As well. See, that's the fun thing. The thing I've been enjoying with digital art is I feel like every time I do it, there's visible improvements, and I find that quite satisfying. It's like a fin. Ah, that could work. I'll have to add that to the list of ones. Potential names, because yeah, it is one I'm still working on. But yeah, any suggestions are greatly accepted.